Wel, bwriad y cynllun Confluence wedd i trial gweithio yn y dref o Hwlffordd a gweithio gyda'r celfyddydau a siwt gall celfyddydau dod mewn i'r dre a gweithio gyda'r gymuned, y gymuned busnes leol, siwt gall celfyddydau fod yn rhan o adnewyddiad tref.
You know, we were very aware, we've been living in Haverfordwest for 25 years, and we were very aware that really, in the sense of the arts, there was very little visible. Yeah, well, I suppose as part of the project, we've very much been looking at finding ways to have a creative discussion with people. We've built up an awful lot of evidence about what people feel about the place, what people value about the place. In all of that, I think there's been a sense in which the river has been acknowledged as an amazing resource that runs right through the centre of the town, and yet somehow the town has turned its back on it in some ways. And so these sort of themes kept coming up in all of the discussions we were having, that Haverfordwest is actually a very small market town, but the centre has got this sort of very urban, sort of canalised, quite concretey feel, and people were sort of, I suppose, recognising that there's you know, either side, just upstream and downstream from the centre of town, there's the most beautiful natural environments, one very estuarine going out to the coast with reed beds and all sorts of incredible you know, natural assets, and the same going upstream, but yet the town centre felt quite devoid of that, that sense of nature.
Yeah, I think you're bound to get mixed feelings about the arts, aren't you? And that's one of the great things about the arts. Some people are real culture vultures and love all of this kind of creative stuff. Other people maybe find that more difficult, and their idea of art is more sort of chocolate box. What it does, though, is it provokes emotion, it provokes opinion, feeling, debate, and that's a good thing. So you know, I think the project in that light has been useful in getting people thinking about what can art do. Is it just art for art's sake, or can it have other benefits, whether it be around health and well-being, regeneration, or anything else? A number of people in the town have been touched by the project and maybe are starting to think about the town in a different, more positive light, which is the sort of thing you need when you're trying to turn a town around. You need people to want to go to it and have pride in it, and I think the project's helped to achieve that.
Hopefully these sculptures will be some kind of, I suppose, a tangible realisation of that, you know, anything can happen in this place.
But it's almost like it's the beginning of something. It's not like, you know, this is the end of the journey. It's the beginning. These are kind of signifying what could happen along the river in Haverfordwest. And in a way, they're leading that process. And hopefully, because the way the sculptures are designed, with their sort of removable parts, that will allow for groups within the town in the future to engage with the sculptures, maybe make new elements that can be attached on the fixings, so that they've got an ongoing story. And perhaps in the future we may even be able to commission a few more.